Hey, what's going on, y'all? How you doing? Happy what do you call it? Christmas Eve if you celebrate Christmas. Happy Kwanzaa wherever you are on the Kwanzaa journey. Happy Hanukkah, and just happy holidays, right? I just want to celebrate you. I wanted to put a basic post out, and then I said, well, I think I should do something a little bit different. I really feel like this year has been a very pivotal year when it comes to my engagement with artificial intelligence and my engagement with my LinkedIn community. I can tell you that I'm looking forward to exponentially grow over the next 6 months to a year. And the reason is because recently some of the posts that I've been making have really, kind of made an impact on a number of different people. They've contacted me. I've had even job offers that I'm not ready to take right now, but wanted to see, test the landscape. And I even had a couple of potential large contracts that, you know, um, are in the conversation, right? And then I've made some really cool connections with some of you. Really, you saw not too long ago did a LinkedIn live. It was a lunch and learn type thing where Dr. Ebony McClinton and I, we talked about keeping the human and humanity, in AI, and it was real powerful. And so there's more coming, and there's some things that just happened in the last 48 hours. I had a group of people doing the 12 ways of Christmas, which was, play on 12 days of Christmas, but it was AI income or making money before Christmas. And so that went really well. We had a number of people that were just blown away by what we presented to them. So today, I just want to kind of give you a little quick gift. It's a 7-minute mini course, and it's just based on figuring out how you're going to turn some of your vague tasks, whatever task list you may have, into a focused impact list. This is something that you can use AI to kind of leverage. And I'm just going to use ChatGPT because it's simple and most people are familiar with it, but I will talk about a couple of things when it comes to ChatGPT. One major thing I just want to remind you is you need to train it. Make sure you have set it up for the win, right? Set it up for your win. If you have not learned how to train ChatGPT, comment below. Let's connect. If you're not even sure what I mean when I say train it, and I was at a family conference, and the person that came there was from DOD, Department of Defense, and they had this whole thing about how you got to prepare, right? And none of it was the foundation of being ready if you're going to start using it. And so when I said it, I raised my hand and I said, don't forget we got to train it. And she was like, well, what do you mean? Come up here and tell people. And I was shocked that she asked me to come up during her presentation and take over the training to tell people how to train and prepare ChatGPT. So if you really are not familiar or you think this is one of the things that's getting a lot of companies in trouble right now. People say they know how to do it, and then they really, really don't because they haven't been trained specifically. Shout out to Alicia Little and our AI community there. She's the queen of AI. I've learned directly from her. I hold a certification from her accreditation through the CPD, which is continued professional development. And I've been doing and working with AI since 2017, way before ChatGPT ever showed up. But here's the thing. Let's take a walk real quick over here to ChatGPT. And what I want to show you is real simple, right? So when you're on ChatGPT, you're going to put in a prompt right in there. You see it says good to see you, D. The reason why it says good to see you, D, is because it knows it's me, right? It knows that I'm Dwayne, and it knows that it calls me D. So what you want to put in the chat though, and let me see if I can share my screen and it still works. Hopefully you're able to see it, but if not, I'll just give you a visual. So given my industry, and industry. Of course, you want to spell as what you don't have to spell check it though. It'll do the same thing, right? And my revenue, or what we've accomplished this year. What are the top 3? I would say strategic. I want to go strategic strategy, moves that that I should make in the next, let's just say in the next I'm gonna just say week, right? And not even the next week. I'm gonna say in the next 3 days. How many days we got left in the year? I'm gonna say 2 hours. Next 2 hours that can bring about the biggest ROI, return on investment for 2025. And so I'm going to put this into ChatGPT. Remember, it's been working with me. I've been working with it. It's been going through some things. And then I'm just going to push the button, right? And so you should be able to see that. And now it's working. And it says, okay, I'm going to be very direct, which I asked it to be direct. And I asked it to give me the strategy. And here it is. Number 1, 45-minute strategy, right? So you can look at this strategy and decide, how am I going to make this work for me? I need a high ticket anchor offer. Everything else feeds this, right? This is the foundation. It says the best anchor is a workflow for productivity training for teams paid by the organization. And they gave it a price point, $2,500 to $5,000 for a 90-minute live workshop. That's what it's going for in the current market. $15,000 for a half-day session. Some of you guys got hour sessions for like $19.95, 2 or 3 hours. This is what you pay if you was a corporation company paying for, the whole team. Optional upsell, some kind of monthly support retainer, which would be you as a coach or a consultant, right? And then you deliver this in 45 minutes, right? Who is it? The organization, top 10 to 250 staff. And remember, we're doing a whole group of people. So that's why the price is that price. And remember, your price is your price. Don't waffle on that. Get your price, set it, and go for it. Later on, you can check it and do some analytics and make a different thing, right? Staff wasting hours, big time waste of money, right? So we want to look at that. People who are overwhelmed because it's too many tools. How can you help them get a tech stack that works directly for the work that they do, especially if they're co-pilots? So I actually happen to be invited to Microsoft to learn about Copilot because I participated in a conference in New York. And so I know a lot more than 99% of my coworkers, right? And then I joined a community of practice at work to even bring that knowledge to my crew. So, but inconsistent output. People say, it doesn't work right. Well, maybe it's not it working. It's what are you saying to it? How are you prompting it? What kind of things are you doing? If you're a prompt engineer, it is an engineering thing, right? Engineers know. I was a mechanical engineer in the military, and you have a process. It has a flow. And even in a sentence, syntax matters, right? The dog ate the dog, right? Big difference, right? So you got to put it in the right context and put it in the right syntax, and it changes what it actually does, right? So think about that. And then proof style, live demos, real workflows, not theory. I don't work with theory. Even when I do my live, I'm doing a live right now, I'm not giving you screenshots, right? I don't know what's going to happen, but I do know, I know so much enough that if something doesn't go the way that I needed to go, I can get it back to where I need it, right? Another one, fast cash entry point that feeds the anchor, right? That's the low friction, $49, $29, $79, $47, live or replay. I just did that, right? For $19.95, people can get the replay for $20. We're getting ready to do something. We put the entry point as a cup of coffee and a donut, $5.95, right? Immediate results in 60 minutes. So we actually made money last night showing them how to make money. So that's how it works. But you will do this, right? And I'm not going to go through all of my stuff. This is based on me, right? But it'll script a LinkedIn post. It'll give me a price, and it'll help me build a 60-minute outline, which I can use another Gamma, which is one or some other tools, and Canva to actually create that, right? And then I can map out my 90-day cash plan. So this is for me. This was based on my background, based on my information of AI training, consulting, digital education. I teach at the community college. I teach out in the community. Small, agile team. I only have 3 people, maybe 4. Right now, we're looking for one more person that might join the team, because we have one person off the team. And current revenue streams, right? I want to make sure that, hey, I'm building. And it said in the next 2 hours. So I can have this ready before, the reindeer get ready to take off, So anyway, I just want to share this with you and let you know that that's the power of using AI. That's the power that you have as an individual. And remember, what we're doing strategically was saying, given my industry, team size, and revenue, what are my top 3 strategic moves that I should make in the next 2 hours that can bring about the biggest return on investment for 2025? And again, if I said the next 2 weeks, the next 2 days, the next 2 hours, the next 2 months, the next week, the next, whatever minute, it's going to break that down for me because it has my information. So if you're a CEO and you are not sure how to bring this or leverage AI into your community, I want you to consider bringing me and my team, as we'll come in and we'll actually set that foundation or reset the foundation, because a lot of companies, they spend millions of dollars without training their staff. We want your staff to be effective in utilizing these tools. All right. My name is Dwayne Ross, D. Ross, the AI guy. Some people have called me that. So I started saying, yeah, I like that. There's actually a person, Beverly Powers, who actually said that. She coined it a couple of times. And I said, I really like that. And she said, you should use it. And I said, you know what? Maybe I should. So I thank Beverly Powers for that. But listen, this is strategic for you, strategic for me, but it's also a gift. All right. So I hope you use that. Take that prompt, pop it in ChatGPT, Claude, Perplexity. I'm sticking with ChatGPT right now because that's what everything runs on. And so I want to make sure that you do the same. So listen, have a great holiday season. Be ready for 2026. It's moving fast. It's moving at the speed of AI. You can reach me at skillvibes.net. You could also comment below and let me know you want to talk or meet or what have you. And if you're, message me, you can message me directly or whatever it is. And let's go ahead and make sure your team is prepared and you are prepared. Because maybe you, as the CEO, leader of your organization, haven't trained your AI. You left it up to your clerk. You left it up to somebody else who may not know. So you could be missing thousands, maybe even millions of dollars because of the ROI. If I could look at everything you do on a regular basis and we can go back and say, here's where you could save time, energy, and money with your team, you're in a good spot. So I'm going to go ahead and minimize this back down. Say thank you very much. Y'all have a great day. I got to do some more shopping. I wanted to get there by 12, but I actually have one meeting at 12 o'clock that I got to be ready for. And then after that meeting, I'm out and about doing my thing. So love your family, hug them, call them, send them a message, whatever you got to do, but definitely celebrate you and celebrate your family as we celebrate the season. For those that believe and celebrate Christmas, we know that Jesus is the reason for the season. So go ahead and have fun with that. All right. It was an amazing gift that we got from God. Okay. Take care. Be blessed. Have a great one. I'm going to end the stream now and we'll talk to you soon. See you on the next page, next post, next YouTube, or the next live. Take care.